Ali was talking about her breakup with Mario Lopez, who's also a friend to the show. So I'll tip around this easily, but how'd you find out he was cheating?
Look, Wendy, I never spoke about that after it happened. I always felt like, you know, I wanted to make sure that I was in a good place where I could actually offer something to someone before I spoke about it. And now on this show, you know, our whole thing is really to open up and share things, and even though the cameras are there. So, of course, I need to step up to the plate. And that's probably the most dramatic thing that's ever happened to me in my life. And granted, it was absolutely horrible. And now I have a great husband and children, but it was a terrible thing.
Well, I don't think, let's take people back a bit.
Yeah.
First of all, you're from the South.
Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Cajun girl, yeah.
And then you become this beauty queen, Miss USA.
I won Miss USA, that's how I ended up.
Okay. And then shortly after that, she does a Doritos commercial for the Super Bowl. You didn't even, do you remember the commercial? Hot. You didn't even realize how important it was to do a Super Bowl commercial.
I didn't. When they told me it was going to air during the Super Bowl, I still didn't know that it was like a big deal. And I'll never forget, the day after that commercial aired, I had people calling me to see if I could sing because they wanted to give like a record deal. Like, isn't that nuts? Like, I think that's the craziest thing
and
ever.
So then you're thrusted into the spotlight in Hollywood. You meet this really hot guy, Mario Lopez. You guys date for 6 years.
Long time.
Yeah, exactly. They date for 6 years. They get married, whirlwind. 2 weeks later, you find out he's cheating. So how did you find out?
I actually had heard something right before the wedding. I mean, I've never spoken about this. I mean, you know, it's like all about sharing with girls.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I had heard something right before the wedding, and he swore that it was not true, nothing was true, but I had that feeling in my gut. And, you know, all my family were flying away. It was like a destination wedding, and, you know, it was like a big trip for them. And I really should have, like, put the brakes on it at that point.
We get scared as women to stop it.
Yeah, I was afraid. And one of my girlfriends said, listen, I can tell you're, and I feel so ridiculous. My parents are still married and have a beautiful relationship.
Yes.
Like, this is so foreign to me that I was even in this situation. And she said, if you really want to know, I know how to tap a phone. It's the craziest
I need a girlfriend like that. Everybody needs a girlfriend like that.
I felt like it was so weird. You know, like, I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, this is a man I've been with.
What kind
like,
of friends do you have?
I know. Who knew?
Is she a cop?
I don't know. So she did.
Okay.
And right after the honeymoon, I started getting these phone calls from these girls. Nuts. And I confronted him, and he still, to this day, like, he still denied, you know, he denied it. He never apologized.
Although he did tell me when he was here the last time that he's friends with all of his exes.
That's
like,
a lie.
Like every, Have you seen him since?
No, I haven't. I haven't. Look, it's not about, it's never, for me now, it's not really about putting the blame on him or talking about him. It's about, for me, like, you know how a woman can move on from a situation like that in her life. In a positive way, that she really can grow.
You were married for 2 weeks, you got it annulled.
Yes.
You sent all the gifts back. How did you heal yourself, and how long did it take before you met and fell in love with Alejandro, and where did you meet him?
To be honest, I was so sideswiped by the whole thing. The only place I got answers was I read the Bible like every single day. I mean, truly, that's, for me, that was it.
Yeah.
I read the Bible. I never really got angry. I discovered a lot about myself. I'm a better woman because of it. I met my husband in a theology class in LA. Like, who knew?
Oh my gosh, he's hot.
Who's an incredible man. He's a director.
That Widow's Peak is the star of the show.
Thank you.
Ali, the Widow's Peak.
So he was the person I was meant to be with. So I'm very grateful that happened, because I would not be where I am now.
The woman that you are today. Absolutely.
Yay for that.
And is it true that you and Alejandro had no sex until you were married?
See, all the secrets come out on Hollywood Girls Night. You guys have to tune in. Look, this was one of the things that I regret. Like, there's so many times, like, the cameras are on, of course, but every time when we have a guest that walks in the door, we're like, okay, give us a secret. And of course, I feel like if I'm going to make them tell a secret, I've got to tell a secret.
Yes.
But I go all the way.
Yes.
It's like, you know, there's no filter. So yes, I revealed that my husband and I, because I think of the situation I was in before, I was just treading lightly and did not want to make any mistakes in this relationship. So we abstained from having sex until we got married. And,
do you know who Ali is? Ali is the absolutely gorgeous girl that everybody wants to hate because we all think that she's going to be stuck up. But you are the nicest woman.
Oh, thank you.